Guys and girls having a good day. This is an impromptu live I just decided to do. Um, Shout out to everybody because this is a worldwide movement. If you guys and girls would do me the favor of making sure you sub to the channel, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, comment. We definitely appreciate it. Come put your foot in it with us. Shout out to everybody on this Saturday afternoon. You guys and girls can see I'm rocking my shirt from my youngest son when he graduated. Shout out to the Sci-Fair Bobcats in Houston, Texas. Also, before I get started, I want to say condolences to the young lady that lost her life in the Louisiana mall shooting that happened the other day. We don't condone violence here. And with that being said, make sure you're subscribed to the other channel, the Alert Zone TV. I would definitely love to have you guys and girls over there. It's a pro 2A channel. Sometimes we have a little bit of racial and political commentary for the context of the Second Amendment. Don't get offended. Get armed. That's all I can tell you. So it's a Saturday afternoon. I give everybody a couple minutes to get up in here before we get started. Definitely, it done warmed up here in Iowa, of course. Old man winter seem like it's going away. You never can tell up here though, because we done had some days where it's been 80, 70, 80. And at night you got to turn the heat on because it's damn cold outside, you know what I mean? Running pigs overnight, of course. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm running pigs overnight. And took me some years to get into that. But yeah, a lot of times it's cool up here in the wintertime. So, I mean, summer also, forgive me. So I give everybody a couple minutes to get up in here. Make sure you hit the like button as you come in. And we'll just be cooking up some conversation, man. Be kind of like a freestyle, freelance thing. Nothing in particular. Just have a conversation with y'all while I make an easy meal. If you see we got one person in here, just make sure you give us a like. Shout out to my boy Pause and Play Nola. Definitely, he does a lot to help this channel get out. If things go as planned, this channel is going to expand and get into a lot. I cook. I need to do more cooking and more videos. You guys and girls are going to see me fishing and stuff like that, so definitely. Give everybody a couple minutes to get up in here. Definitely shout out to all my people from New Orleans, the state of Louisiana. I don't have too many things good to say about the governor, Captain Loudmouth down there. That empty wagon. But give everybody a couple minutes to get up in here. We'll do like we always do. We'll start at the 5-minute mark. And I'll show you guys and girls what I'm cooking up today. And yeah, so as you come in, make sure you hit the likes button and help us out. And yeah, we'll go ahead on it. We're making a lazy meal today. And like I said, the inspiration behind this channel is I like to cook. Having more of a broad conversation than I have on my other channel. But also inspiring people, especially the youth, and in more particular, the young men. Learn how to get on the stove and feed yourself, young men. During COVID, a lot of stuff shut down, and a lot of people was losing their mind because they couldn't buy out food. So, learn it. Learn it. It's a good skill to have. Culinary can be a very rewarding career depending on your passion for it. The restaurant business is a business that can drive you crazy. Definitely. Owning a restaurant is not as easy as people think it is. Owning businesses, period, here in America. I'm still learning a lot about some things that I didn't know, so definitely. Later this year, we're going to have some coming for the channel. I would love guys and girls to get some of that. You know what? At the 5-minute mark, yeah, we're just about at the 5-minute mark. So I'm cooking something lazy today, everybody. It's lazy people food. As I tell you, this is the practical channel. I see a lot of people do cooking shows and they cook on camera stuff that they don't really eat like that every day. They don't really eat tomahawk steak and all that other kind of stuff every day. You will see that kind of stuff on here, but I don't eat like that every day. But so today I got this brand right here from the store I used to work at, the grocery store up here, Hy-Vee. I got 2 cans of their baked beans. I got some lazy rice on in the pot. If you guys and girls don't know what lazy rice is, I decided to make rice in the rice cooker. So that's when I call it lazy rice. When I make it in an actual pot like this, then I'll just say I'm making rice, but I'll put it in the rice cooker, so that's some lazy rice. I coined that. Hold on, everybody. Don't make all that noise either. I'm streaming. I'm sorry about that, everybody. So I'm making some lazy, I made some lazy rice. Like I said, lazy rice is a term I coined when I'm making rice and I don't want to make it in the pot. I just throw it in the rice cooker. Oh yeah. All right, what's going on, Oliver? Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. My goofy ass. That's another thing I like about this channel, everybody. I'm really a goofy person. I like to have fun. And hold on. Hey, I'm streaming. Don't come up in here making all that noise. Get up in here. Sorry about that, everybody. Nevertheless, yeah, I decided to make some baked beans. I got some Korean style barbecue chicken going and some lazy rice. So we're gonna get started. So you guys and girls know I got my pot. So let me put a little bit of water in here. And we're gonna open the can. Open the can of beans. Make sure you hit the likes button as you come up in here. And as I tell you guys and girls, this is a practical channel because you can make stuff that it don't take you a whole lot of time to make. And you can be straight. Let me get the spoon. Like back in the old days on the stove. Gotta get all that. Yeah. So like I said, this is a practical channel. And just having fun, man. Get to be myself a little bit more. Guys and girls get to see how silly I can be sometimes. And before anybody asks, no, I can't dance. Don't ask. Can't dance to save my life. If my life depended on dancing, I'd have been dead a long time ago. What's so funny is, when my 4 children make fun of me, boy, they make fun of me all the time about my no dancing behind. So, I got my stove on. I'm going to turn it on a medium. So, this goes up to 10. I'm going to turn it on about 6 to get it started. Hold on, let me close this curtain. So I can see the comments a little bit better. I don't know how much that's going to mess up the scenery there, but it's kind of hard for me to see the comments because I got so much of sun coming in right there. But because I want to try and be able to respond to y'all. Let me see. Oh, okay. I'm cooking. Oh, I'm cooking some Hy-Vee style baked beans from this Hy-Vee, the grocery store up here in the Midwest, and some Korean style barbecue chicken. Now, the chicken is already in the oven. I put that on earlier, and I didn't want to bore y'all with doing no stream for 3 hours or what have you, and so I just went ahead on and threw that on early. So that's well on its way to being done. We'll take that out in a little bit. And I got the lazy rice going. So as a matter of fact, these beans, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn them on high. Once the broth in it start boiling, then I'll turn it down and let it simmer because, look, especially for my young people, canned food, you basically warming it up. You're not so much cooking it, like cooking beans from scratch take hours, for those of you who don't know. Maybe one day I'm going to get a pack of beans, and I'm going to make a pack of beans, and what we'll do is I'll show you guys and girls, we'll do baked beans from scratch. So we'll just do the beans, and once the beans get cooked, we'll make us like a kind of like a sauce that they make out of baked beans. We'll do it from scratch. We can do it together to see how it comes out. I know it's gonna be less sodium, less fat, less what have you. So we'll just do it that way. If you new to the channel, appreciate you. Make sure you sub. If you are old to the channel, you saw one of my first videos was me making baked beans on the grill and having bacon that I sliced up to put up in there just to give it an actual extra flavor on top of it having a smoke flavor. So I just decided to do this on the oven today because I didn't feel like pulling the smoke out. I didn't feel like getting the charcoal out. I didn't feel like doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? So, but definitely, anything anybody want to talk about? What's going on in the world? How y'all feeling? What y'all think about cooking? Anybody? Or I can just freestyle and like I said, this is an impromptu live. I wasn't sure what I was gonna do, so I just decided to go ahead and do this because I haven't streamed, I haven't posted on this channel in a little bit. So I just decided, let me go ahead on and do this live. And yeah, like I said, it's a good Saturday afternoon. I caught myself getting in there playing a little bit of Super Nintendo earlier. I was playing some Mario World, and I played a little bit of that Super Tecmo Bowl. You know what I'm saying? So, when y'all start making all that noise, I'm live streaming. Oh, yeah. Thank you. I'm sorry about that, everybody. Yeah, so, that's kind of just been today, man. I just kind of been hanging around. I didn't do too much. But, you know, like I tell everybody, cooking is what you make it. You gotta understand something else about cooking. Everybody ain't gonna like your cooking. Some people just be contrary just to be contrary. It don't matter what you make them. They're gonna tell you it's nasty. They don't like it. Just to be contrary. Some people might say certain things are nasty because they don't actually eat that. Like okra. I don't like okra. So me eating okra is gonna be nasty no matter who make it. You know, in New Orleans we got this thing of, well, you just didn't eat my okra, or you just didn't eat it from me. That's why it don't taste good. But in reality, that's not how it goes. All right.
See you later.
All right, see you. In reality, that's not how it goes. Reality, you know, you just probably don't like certain things, like I don't. I don't like okra. I don't care who made it. Don't like it, ain't never gonna like it. Period, point blank. So, then sometimes you have to put your own twist to it. Let's say, especially here in America. You guys and girls know in America, they let us, they have a lot of sodium in the food and stuff. So for me, what I do to offset sodium, like regular salt, what I'll do is, what I'll do is like this, regular iodized salt. If I got a whole bunch of condiments or something going into something I'm making, I'll put a little bit of salt. And the condiments will make up for that salt. Like, let's just say you're barbecuing. This is something I notice a lot of people make mistake people make when they barbecuing. When you barbecue that meat, when you season it, if you over season your meat, people that have high blood pressure are people that don't eat a lot of salt. Like, I've never been the type of person that every time I eat, like, I have a bunch of salt in my food. We're gonna taste that. It's like me, I don't drink alcohol. So anything got alcohol in it, I can smell it. I'm sensitive to alcohol. Well, if you put too much of seasoning before you start barbecuing, and you grill your meat, smoke your meat, and then you put sauce on top of that, you'll make it saltier than it should be. And people like me can taste that. So what I do is, I put just a little bit, just enough. When I'm barbecuing, I put just enough seasoning. So when I put that barbecue sauce on there, that barbecue sauce is going to make up for the sodium or the salt that I didn't put on the meat. That way my meat don't be over salty. That's one of the things that you guys and girls got to think about when it comes to cooking. Just little stuff like that, you know. I think Miss Dash seasoning is very good. I like Miss Dash seasoning. I do use it from time to time. So we got 28 wonderful people. Make sure y'all hit the likes button as y'all come up in here. Even if you're a bot, make sure you hit the likes button. Help me get this channel out. So now, my sauce is starting to thin out. That means now it's starting to heat up pretty good. So I got my rice going, my lazy rice, in the cooker. And I got my chicken. So I tell you what we'll do. I'm going to put this down on the low fire. And I'm going to get this, let me get this pan out with this chicken in here. We'll check it. Like I said, it's been in here for a couple hours. Probably about 2.5 hours now. One thing about it, when I make meat, chicken, what have you, I like it to be real tender. Get a fork. And you guys and girls, let me see. I don't know how good you guys and girls can see that, but that's what it looked like, Korean style barbecue chicken. So I'm gonna turn them over just a little bit, because that's another thing. You know, for you guys and girls, when I cook any kind of meat, especially if I put it in the oven, I always use a little bit of butter at the bottom of the pan so it don't stick. But what that butter does is it makes kind of a gravy, and when you flip your chicken, everything that came out of it, you can put it back in there. Like that. I'll show you guys and girls what I'm talking about. That way your meat don't be dry. I'll take this one and move it over here. Take this one, move it over here. And yeah, the meat already, chicken already basically damn near falling off the bone. And make sure you guys and girls sub to this channel. Let me get my other glove here, so you guys and girls might be able to see the juices in there. As a matter of fact, I'll even do one even better for y'all. Guys and girls can see that juice that's in there. That's what you want right there. That's what you want when you're making meat in a pan in your oven. So like I said, any kind of juice that goes out of it goes back in it. You gotta also make sure you cover it up. And the reason you want to cover it up is, as the meat gets hot and it starts steaming, you want it to still have moisture to it. You want it to still be juicy through. So if you cook it through And when it comes to using an oven, and you don't have nothing to put that juice back in there, man, your meat gonna be cooked, but it's not gonna be juicy. It's gonna be real dry. And you guys and girls may not know some of this stuff I learned through trial and error. I learned through having to just figure it out as I go. I never claimed to be a gourmet cook. I'm not gonna pretend I'm Chef Boyardee. But I tell you this, I've never been hungry or went hungry because I couldn't cook. That I can tell you. So, you know, to my young people that get to see this, especially the young men out there, you know, I know we live in this internet age where y'all used to hearing women talk about they ain't gonna cook and all this other craziness. Get you something. So yeah, shout out to the 49ers. I got Hawaiian punch in my cup. Definitely, you know, everybody who gets to see this, I appreciate y'all for tuning in, whether it's live or on the replay. I would definitely appreciate if y'all would hit that thumbs up for me though, and help me out. Help me get this channel out a lot more. Like I said, the difference between this channel and my other channel is I can kind of freestyle a lot more here and just have a normal everyday conversation with everybody while we getting on over the stove. Because food is one thing, no matter what language you speak, food is the one thing that's universal. That's a universal language because you can't live without it. Yep, I got the old lazy rice going. And yeah, I got this basically on a low setting on my stove, and it's like basically it's in warm now. Can't even say it's cooking. So I'm gonna give this meat a little bit longer, and then we're gonna take it out. We're gonna try it, and then I'll take a picture, of course. I'll probably do a little short, and then I'll take a picture, and I'll post it on the community tab, and I'll probably post it on my Instagram. Alert Zone TV is my Instagram, and I decided that I probably won't open an Instagram for this channel, because since I got 2 YouTube channels. But you can go over there and you can always see the finished product, like I said, you know. Shout out to Rick Ross. I'm going to see if he'll do a licensing deal with me for that Whip It Real Hard. Whip it real hard. I like that. That's what we be doing when we in this pot. We be in the soup. We be cooking it up. All that good stuff. You guys and girls can see the steam coming out that pot. Too bad y'all can't smell what I smell, but this is what it's all about, ladies and gents. Sometimes, man, you get depressed. Sometimes you have something on your mind. Come in the kitchen. Also, sometimes people don't understand. Meals don't always cost an arm and a leg, especially the way I grew up. I paid a couple dollars for these cans of baked beans. I caught the chicken on sale, 99 cents a pound, and I bought a small bag of rice. And I think for less than $10, I got enough food to feed everybody in the house and probably have a plate or 2 left over. Lunch for work, that kind of stuff, you know. Back in the days when I was younger and I lived alone, I used to cook. I would cook a big pot of food and I would take it with me on the road. Since I don't eat a lot of fast food and stuff, you know, I do eat at restaurants. I'm not a big McDonald's, Burger King type person. Once in a while, I'll go to Burger King or I'll get me a Whopper or get me a Hardee's. McDonald's can't sell me nothing but mac sauce. Maybe I'll go to Culver's and get me a hamburger once in a while. Usually, like I said, I don't eat much out food. I just never have. As far as that kind of fast food. Now, as far as restaurants, you know, your Olive Gardens, Texas Roadhouse, stuff like that. Yeah, I'll eat that kind of stuff a whole lot faster than I'll eat McDonald's and all that stuff. Now, oh, was it Applebee's got that $10 burger? Well, the burger and the fries. I like that. This is what you're gonna pay in McDonald's, and it's a better burger to me. So, yeah. Oh. So anyhow, everybody, sorry about that. Yeah, so like I said, I just like to make stuff myself. When I worked in a restaurant, it's another thing I want everybody to pay attention to in a restaurant. When you go to a restaurant, if you go to a place where the cooks enjoy what they're doing, the food tastes a lot better. How can you tell? Just by the presentation and by the taste of the food. In my honest opinion, especially from working in restaurants for a couple years, you can definitely make a lot of people's day, man. If you know what you're doing, if you enjoy what you're doing. I enjoyed cooking, man. And another thing, having a good crew. For those of y'all who never worked in a restaurant before, and I don't mean McDonald's and Burger King. I'm talking about a restaurant where you had to prep everything and what have you. The camaraderie of the cooks makes a big deal. And let me tell you what I mean by that. If you got a group of guys and girls in the kitchen cooking that's going to get along, everything going to come out orderly, on time, and it's going to taste good. Now, you do have nights when you get what they call swamped. For those of you who never worked in a restaurant, swamped is when you get so many people and you got so many tables to wait that your food comes up and it's sitting under a light. For those of you who don't know, when you work in a restaurant, most of the time your food sits under a light when they're done cooking it. So let's just say you got your expediters counter right here, and you got a fry cook, you got a salad maker, you got a sauteer, and you got your oven cook. And everything got to come out together on one ticket. Well, right here where they place the food at for the waiter to pick up, it's just the light over there to keep it warm. Now, if the waiters don't pick certain things up on time, it'll dry out. And what a lot of y'all might not know is, you'll complain that this food looks old, tell him I want it fresh. It's not that it's not made fresh. It's that your waiter is so far behind that he just coming down directly on that food. And depending on what it is, it will start to dry it out. Like when I worked in an Italian restaurant with spaghetti dishes, Alfredo or spaghetti, if it sat under that doggone lamp too long, yeah, it would start to look old. And if the waiter or the waitress didn't come fast enough, we would take that plate down and hurry up and make them another one. Now, certain stuff like pasta, you always got some pasta warm, and you always got sauce already warm, whether that be meat sauce or just marinara or just regular spaghetti sauce. So you can just swap that out real quick. But that other stuff that it took us a time to make, sometime we got to go send for the waiter or the waitress to come and get this food, So working in a restaurant, like I said, man, shout out to all my restaurateurs, the waiters, the waitresses, the lonely people, the people who got the most despised job in a restaurant is the dishwashers. You get made the most fun of when you wash dishes. It's the least wanted job in a restaurant, but it's the most important, because not only are you the damn dishwasher, you the janitor in there. And if the bathrooms need to be cleaned, the dishwasher's got to go clean them. If the toilet got to get unclogged, the dishwasher got to do it. And I'm not going to even tell you guys and girls, because we in here cooking, some of the stuff that I done pulled out of the plumbing in the female's bathroom, because by far, the women's bathroom is always worse than the men's in a restaurant. They always. But yeah. So that's kind of how that works, for those of you who might be interested in knowing. You might want to open a restaurant. I know a lot of times people think because they can cook or because they got an idea, I'm going to open a restaurant today and tomorrow I'm going to make all kinds of money. Restaurant owning, restaurant working, the number one thing that I can advise, if I can give anybody any advice about owning and cooking in a restaurant, owning a restaurant, be consistent with your cooks. Be consistent with your servers. Try and keep the same people. You don't want to revolving door because it's going to make your food taste different. Even in these national chains, if you notice, people will say, I like IHOP, but I'm not going to this one. I'm going to that one. Oh, I like Texas Roadhouse. It's a national chain, but I don't like the one on this street. I go on the other side of town because it tastes better, or because the staff is faster, or because the cleanliness, stuff like that. A lot of that goes into restaurants, man. And it makes a difference. Because people eat with their eyes before they eat with their taste buds. That's just a fact. For those of you who don't know. Most people who would turn food down, they turn it down because they say it doesn't look good. They've never tasted it. They don't know. Some people have never tried that, but it don't look good. So if you ever pay attention when you go to your restaurant, when you order food, or when you cook at your home, if you don't make that plate presentable, a lot of people ain't gonna eat it. And you might be a good cook. They'll say, I just don't like the way that it's made. I don't like the way it's this. I don't like the way that it's that. You know what I'm saying? So that's just kind of how that works, you know? That's just kind of how that works. So you gotta just be consistent. That's number one. Like I said, the dishwasher, that, a lot of things in a restaurant can ruin you. The dishwasher's job is important, number one, because without clean dishes, you can't cook and you can't eat. But number two, especially I've noticed women do this more than men. When women go to restaurants, I mean, it's like y'all got some kind of damn x-ray vision. When y'all looking at a spoon, y'all will spot a water stain or whatever. Most men, I'm being honest, from my observation at a restaurant and even from myself doing it, we don't pick up a spoon and do like this. We don't. Women sit down at the table and they start checking every doggone thing. I guess it's just easier. Also, another thing about cooking in a restaurant, and even cooking at a house, it's easier to please men cooking than it is women. I mean, like I said, more women will critique your food than anything. So if you can get women to say your food was good, thumbs up to you, man, because they critique every doggone thing. And like I said, besides cooking at the house, working in a restaurant, I watched it, man. I watched it, so. Oh, yeah. We got our pot with our rice. That's done. So, this is what we're going to do. Let me get the rice spoon. Y'all forgive me. I'm just off camera over here. Get the rice spoon. The rice spoon here. I got baked beans here. Now, if you guys and girls can see on this plate, you can see that little sauce right there. So if you was working in a restaurant, you would wipe that off because that would mess up your presentation. But since we doing this at home, we'll do it like this. show you guys and girls, if you ever work in a restaurant, a little trick like that, especially if you get real busy. Like I said, presentation is the biggest thing when it comes down to making food in a restaurant. Our chicken is nice and juicy. Look at that. And as I tell you guys and girls, cooking chicken is a little bit different than everything else because it takes longer to cook than people think it does. You definitely don't want no blood in it. But you guys and girls, look at that. How good that look. Oh man, that's perfect. That Korean barbecue flavor. 2 drumsticks. Baked beans with rice. You can't complain about that at all. And just to show you guys, put a little bit on the top. Boom. Presentation. Appreciate everybody for rocking with me. I'm going to let you guys and girls enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Hit me in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this. Make sure you share this. If you would like to advertise with us, if you have any cooking products or what have you want to do a review, hit me in the comment section. Let me know. Maybe we can do business. Until next time, I'm Uncle James. And I got my foot in it. We out.